I'm John Hinkle, the senior pastor of First Presbyterian Church here in downtown Murfreesboro. This is your Saturday morning preview of your Sunday morning sermon, which I usually do on Friday mornings because I'm much better dressed and look a whole lot better on Fridays than I do Saturdays. So we're shifting gears a little bit this Sunday. We in the month of October, we kind of immersed ourselves in Reformed theology, which of course it's the crescendo of all of that was Reformation Sunday. And then last Sunday, we remembered the saints who've gone before us, giving thanks for their faith and giving thanks that they now know. They know what we can only believe and confess, that in Jesus Christ there's life and life eternal. Well, as I stated in my sermon this Sunday, our year is about up. But of course, I'm not talking about the calendar year, I'm talking about the liturgical year. We only have 3 Sundays left until we get to Advent, and Advent begins our liturgical year. That's crazy. That's hard for me to kind of wrap my arms around. And I know usually I say this every year, but where did the time go? But we always end the year with Christ the King Sunday. And I think, if we thought about it long and hard, it makes sense, right? Because we go, starting with Advent, with this promise of who Jesus is. And at the end of the year, we recognize and confess and believe that Jesus Christ is our King. The promise has been fulfilled. So this period of time, we decided we want to do a series about how do we love and experience Jesus Christ? How does that happen? Well, I believe it happens in 3 ways. We love Jesus with our hearts, we love Jesus with our minds, and we love Jesus with our bodies, or as some theologians would tell you, we love Jesus with kind of our guttural instincts, our gut, our whole being. Our text for this Sunday is found in the book of Deuteronomy. It's when Moses comes down the mountain with what I call the second edition of the 10 Commandments. You remember what happened to the first edition. Moses came down the mountain, only discovered that the Hebrew people were worshiping the golden calf. And so he, out of anger, slammed the first edition on the ground. And so this is the second edition, right? And when he comes down and he faces the Hebrew people and he shows them God's 10 Commandments for our lives, he then says to the Hebrew people, so what now? What does the Lord require of you now that you have received these commandments? And Moses answers the question. The Lord wants you to love him with your heart and your soul. Now, in the days of Moses, they didn't really understand how the body works or functions. So when we think of the heart, we think of that thing beating within us. But for the Hebrews, the heart and the soul were one and the same. Now, I'll be honest with you. For some, saying that you're a Calvinist and loving with your heart seems like contradictory terms, right? If you look at John Calvin, clearly he loved with his mind. But I believe that we love from our hearts. And in loving from our hearts, it's how we connect with humanity. It's how we connect with one another. I know I miss people in this time of the pandemic. I know I miss what was. And I get that this will come to an end. I can reason that out. This is where I feel it. Right here. God gave us a heart to love. God gave us a heart to be passionate. God gave us a heart to care. So I hope you will join us in worship here at the corner of College and Spring. And if not in worship, then watch us live on our YouTube channel or watch the replay. And let us love Jesus Christ with our hearts. Have a great day.